Today we are going to go over the club ratification form. This form is for if you are becoming a club with the YFS for the first time, or if you were once ratified as a club with the York Federation of Students, but were not a club in the last academic year. It can be found at www.yfsclubs.ca under the Forms tab under Ratification Form. We'll start by entering the official name of your club, with no acronyms, please. You will also enter your club email and phone number as you wish to be contacted. Enter your club website as well if you have one. Next comes your executive team information. Please fill out for each executive the position, full name, personal phone number, email, student number, and whether or not the executive is a signing authority for the club. Fill this out for each executive position. Please note that there are 5 fields available for 5 positions. If you have less than 5 executives on your club, feel free to leave fields blank. If you have more than 5 executives, please enter the other executive's information in the larger field. Next, we will move on to your banking information. This information will be used to confirm that the bank account that the club is using is not in the name of an individual, but rather in the name of a club. If you are a brand new club, starting out for the first time, you can skip past this question if you do not yet have a club bank account. You can access a bank letter and obtain a bank account once you become a ratified club with the York Federation of Students. So be sure to submit your forms and check out our other videos on how to request a bank letter from the YFS. If you are a club applying for renewal, or if you already have a bank account through SCNLD, fill out the banking information portion. Enter the name of your bank, the branch name and number, the branch address, your account number, and the balance of your account. We will now move on to more basic information about your club. How many members does your club have? Does your club charge a membership fee? If your club does not charge a membership fee, enter 0 in this field. Do you have a faculty or staff advisor? Is your club affiliated with any faculty, college, or department at York University? Is your club affiliated with any group external to York University? Now, what type of club are you? Is your club cultural, political? Do you focus on volunteer work or sports? You can select as many fields as you like to identify what type of club you are. Now, what is the purpose of your club? Why was your club created in the first place? And what is your plan for the coming year in terms of your club? This segues into proposed events and projects for the year. This section helps to provide the YFS Clubs Committee with an idea of how active your club intends on becoming throughout the year. You can get creative here and start really planning for the new school year. What is the name and proposed date of your event? This can be a tentative date and may be subject to change. Provide a brief description of your event and any projected costs or revenue that you anticipate. It is important to lay out a full budget for your club as you get closer to the event. Do you predict any revenue from ticket sales or meal tickets, sponsorship, or otherwise? Now, enter the number of people you expect to attend. Repeat this process for any more proposed events that you have for the year. Now we move on to a very important portion, the Declaration of Student Rights and Responsibilities. The YFS Club's policy can be found under the Info tab of the YFS Club's website, as well as at the bottom of this form. You must agree to these policies in order to become a ratified club. The declaration reads, "I have read the YFS ratification policy and the YFS Club's policy. I have given complete and true information on this form. I understand that if the information on this application is found to be untrue or intentionally misrepresented, the club will not be ratified. As the signing authority of the club I represent, I understand that the club is required to follow YFS resolutions, policies, and bylaws as pertaining to clubs. I will not participate in activities that promote harassment or discrimination. I acknowledge that the organization I represent may be de-ratified and lose associated privileges upon a breach of the above-mentioned regulations." Finally, you must provide your membership list of at least 15 York students that are members of your club. You must include their name, student number, and email address in the form you submit. This information should be placed in an Excel file and uploaded to our YFS Club's website through this ratification form. You must also upload a financial statement for your club. This differs from a bank statement and can be found on the YFS website under Club Forms. The form outlines any revenues and expenses from the past year, if you were a club ratified in past years, and can also be found at the bottom of this form. Finally, submit an electronic version of your club's constitution. This is the final part of the application. The requirements for a club constitution are outlined in Section 8 of the YFS Club's policy, which can again be found under the Club Info tab or at the bottom of this form. And that's it. You have successfully submitted your club ratification form. Now you must wait for us to process your ratification form. We need to read through your constitution in its entirety, as well as go through the YFS Club's committee to ensure that we go over every detail of your new club. Once you submit, you should receive a notification saying that your submission has been received. Wait for an email from our club's director to ensure that your club has been ratified. If you have any questions, contact your Vice President Operations at vpoperations@yfs.ca or the Clubs and Outreach Coordinator at clubs@yfs.ca. Check out our other videos for bank letter request forms and club funding forms. Also, be sure to check out YFS on social media at YFS Local 68 to keep up to date on what your Students' Union is up to.